have your attention for a sec. It's about Belder's one weak point. I want to check the comp to see if it has any details on that. Remember how the name Belder showed up in the Laplace mail? Well, even if the comp is just a client, it still needs to process a huge amount of data. Some of that should be kept in local memory in order to work efficiently with the server. I thought if I could get into that data, I could figure out some answers to our questions. A little digging around, and I figured out a way to access the data, so I want to try it. Though what I'd really like is if I could reach the server and access it directly.
Yes, but it's understandable. Let's start with what we can do and build from there.
It'll be up to you two to turn the generator's crank. I'll be busy with the data analysis. Sounds promising, but I doubt I'll get more out of it than about 10 minutes. I'll do what I can until the laptop's battery runs out. Now let's get started. Damn, I only got 6 minutes. Guess the laptop was too much of a strain after all. Well, you can relax now. Thanks to you two, we found some clues. Right, Yuzu?
Yep, I wrote it all down, but it all sounds kind of weird. Here, I'll read it to you. All creation, save the devil's fuge, vowed never to bring harm to beautiful, radiant Belder. The evil Loki tricked Belder's brother into using the devil's fuge to send him to hell.
Is this something out of a legend? It sounds like it's talking about ancient times. So Belder was invulnerable, but Loki tricked his brother into killing him with Devil's Fuge. That's what it says. But the important thing is that he was killed with Devil's Fuge.
Devil's Fuge. Does that mean we can kill Belder if we have it?
Hey, doesn't this all sound like what that weird guy in Shinjuku was talking about?
You're right. That strange guy said the one thing that can kill Belder is inside the lockdown.
Maybe there's something to that then. I wonder who he was.
Who cares? The Devil's Fuge is what's important now. Let's hurry and find it. Oh, but wait. What is Devil's Fuge anyway? It's a plant?
Guess we'll need to do more research into this. Remember what it's called so we can gather more information.
Right, and if we find it, we can beat Belder. Yeah, I wonder.
Sounds like this Devil's Fuge is our only hope now. Let's go out and ask around about it.
Yes, I'm certain. If we have this sprig, there's no need to fear him. What do you want? There's nothing to see here. Get lost.
What are those guys doing? It's definitely suspicious.
Yeah, but they're not going to talk to us right now. Well, let's remember this place.
You're still here? We're not putting on a show here. Scram!
What are those guys doing?
Yeah, but they're not going to...
Devil's Fuge? Oh, you mean mistletoe. It's a parasitic plant. You got weird tastes, don't you? Try going to Kudanshita. There was a guy in front of the station selling stuff from the woods. Try asking him.
Just like you said, the Devil's Fuge really is a plant. Kudanshita, huh? Let's head over there.
Hey there! Huh? Devil's Fuge? Oh yeah, I had it a little while ago. This weird guy came and left it here. It was one of them things you put on your cell phones, a little strap tchotchke doodad. He said that someone he knew would definitely want it and left. Flashy guy, too. Huh? I sold it already. These weird guys in suits bought it. They were ranting about being at the Diet Building at 1700.
There's no mistake. The Devil's Fuge used to be here. Someone who needed it bought it already. The Diet Building at 1700. We need to get to Nagata-cho. That's where we'll find it.
What's the matter?
Demons! Monsters!
Demons! Let's check it out.
Hey! It's dangerous in there!
Whoa! 10-bit! Come on, hang in there.
It's you, Atlo.
Wait here. We'll get help and...
Don't bother. I'm not going to make it, but I'm glad I got to see you again.
10-bit, what are you saying?
It's all right. Listen, I have to tell you something. The government is hiding a terrible secret. That's why I've been on the run.
What is it?
A journalist I know left a file with me and vanished. I looked into it. I don't have the file, but what I discovered is in this comp. Take it. The password is my...
Hang in there, 10-bit! 10-bit! 10-bit. I'll hold on to this comp you gave me.
Did you know him?
Yeah. Remember how I told you about a guy I knew who went missing? That was him. His name was 10-bit. On the internet, I mean.
I'm sorry, Atsuro. Are you gonna be okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I don't know why, but I can't cry for him. Am I this cold-hearted?
He's right. With everything that's happened, it's no wonder you're tired.
Okay, thanks. Whatever he found is inside this comp. Looks like the whole system will lock up if we enter the wrong password even once. It's running low on batteries, too. Let's save this for later. What could be so important he'd risk his life to leave it with me? Terrible cover-up by the government, huh?
What do I do? It's dangerous over there. A demon came. I ran, but a lady couldn't get away when I told another girl that she had pink clothes and wore glasses. You gotta do something, mister. That's Midori, all right. We have to go.
Monsters! Someone please help!
Quick! Run away while you can!
Who are you?
I'm Magical Dolly, the warrior of love! My magical punishment strikes all demons who do evil!
What?
Oh, come on! Can't you play along? Anyways, now that I'm here, you'll be just fine! Activating comp! Let's go, Ketchi!
Oh my god! She's with the demons!
There she is! We have to stop her this time!
Thank you.
are you cooperating with the demons? Don't come near me. How can they stand working with demons? I don't want to spend another second here.
Midori, don't push your luck. Let us handle this.
Huh? You guys want to team up again? Okay, then let's kick the snot out of these demons. Here we go! That's all the demons! Your lives are safe with me, Magical Dolly, the Warrior of Love!
Listen, Midori, you'll be in real trouble if this keeps up. Tomorrow, you're going to...
Blah, blah, blah! I don't want to hear it! Stop getting in my way! I'm a hero!
I'm not trying to stop you from being a hero. I'm trying to save your life.
Heroes aren't afraid to face death! We put ourselves in danger to save others!
Midori, why won't you understand?
She seems pretty obsessed with saving people, and that heroes...
Huh?
I wonder why she's so bent on being a hero.
Shibuya, huh? Come to think of it, everything started here. No kidding. If we could somehow go back and warn our past selves that this was going to happen, it would be too unbelievable, and we'd just end up where we are now. I never thought our daily lives could be destroyed so easily. Ha, I wish. But the Yamanote Circle is still locked down, so... Wait, I hear voices. Yeah, let's go.
Where'd they go? Was pretty sure they escaped this way.
Kaido, I found them.
Found them, huh? Where are they?
Looks like they're in that park. Let's head over so they can't get away.
Cool with me. It's party time.
Is that Kaido and Honda? What are they doing?
This is a hell of a catch. I bet there's a gold mine of Maka to be had. Ha! I'll destroy them all.
Right. We need Maka to acquire strong demons. Let's get to work, shall we?
Whoa! What's up with all these demons here?
Their numbers are increasing. There's no doubt about it. At this rate, Tokyo will be overrun by demons.
Yeah, it's getting worse and worse. Damn, we've got to do something, but what?
The hell are you doing here? Can't you see we're busy hunting? Get your sorry asses out of here.
Sorry, what? Like you should talk, crap for brains.
What'd you just call me? Oh, you'll die for that, loudmouth.
Ah! I'm so mad! We won't lose to them, right?
A challenge, huh? Sure. Sounds interesting. If you win, you can have all my Maka. Hell, take my comp if you want it. But otherwise,
Otherwise, what?
you guys leave all your comps here with me.
What? Did your brain take the day off, moron? You're way outnumbered. You don't stand a chance.
You're the stupid one here, you little scamp. I love a good handicap. Or what? You scared? Then tuck your tails between your legs and get out of here.
That's it. You've officially pissed me off. Fine, we accept. As if we've got even the slightest chance of losing.
Sounds like we've reached an agreement then. Shall we?
Whoa, what have you gotten us into, Yoo-hoo? Now we can't lose no matter what.
So there's 4 of you, huh? It'll be pathetic if you can't win with double our number.
One down. I don't think these will be much trouble.
Not bad.
That's two. This style of fighting is quite intriguing.
Whoa, damn. I can't believe this. I'm gonna lose to these bastards? For reals? Damn it! I don't want to lose! I can't get anywhere. I can't protect anybody like this. Power. I need power. I don't care if it's from gods or demons. Give me enough power to crush everything! What the hell?
What did he summon just now?
Who are you?
The Pazuzu? The Demon King of the Wind? Did he summon a demon that powerful on his own?
I didn't know you could summon without a comp. This is sick. Alright, sounds good, Pazuzu. Show me what you've got. Let's go hunt some demons.
Weird. It looked like he summoned a demon and made a contract with it. I didn't think comps had functions like that.
Yeah, what did he do? Other than the auction and the initial comp activation, I thought there weren't any other ways to form a contract with demons.
But if there aren't, then why did Pazuzu appear? Strong will.
If that's true, it's a bad sign. Don't demons appear in response to human desires? What will happen to the city if people start bringing demons over whenever they want? Tokyo, no, the entire world's gonna end up being ruled by the strong. I want to believe that, but with so many demons summoned, things are looking very bad.
So people's strong desires can summon forth demons, but strong desires are nothing new. Why are these demons only appearing now?
I wondered the same thing. Maybe because of the comps? It seems like it's easier for the demons to appear now.
Pazuzu's a major demon. I can't believe he made a direct contract without the auction. Hey.
What's wrong, Yuzu?
Yeah, that guy. He lost, but he didn't leave behind his comp or his maca. Kudanshita, huh? Hey, I just thought of something. Oh, I wondered if Haru will play a place like Bugeikon in front of a huge crowd someday. Great! Though for that to happen, we have to get out of this lockdown first. Huh? Look, someone's over there.
That was terrifying. Who were those people? Some Shomonkai people were harassing me for no reason over in front of Bugeikon, saying stuff like, "Are you after us too?" and "Hand over your comp." And when it finally got through that I had nothing to do with them, they pestered me to join their group. Gosh, if you're going over there, be careful.
What's the Shomonkai up to? Yeah, you're right. Let's go over there.
Are those the Shomonkai people that lady warned us about?
They have comps! Have we been found out?
No, they don't look like Shomonkai. This might be a good opportunity for us.
True. We'll need more comps if we add more people to our group. Let's take theirs.
What? They want our comps? But why?
Atsuro, behind you!
Uh-oh, we're surrounded.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
Power holds no meaning unless it is used. Ones with power will rule over those without. We left those fools. With our comps, the world is at our fingertips. We're free! chance!
So strong. I have to get out of here.
How dare you!
Crap, more of them?
Are they?
Please, stay your hands. We are not your enemy. We are here to capture those who would use the comps for their own personal gain. In such times, to use power meant to save lives for greed is a deplorable act. We are sorry for the trouble they've caused you. Please leave the rest to us.
Nicely put. We started this, so let's finish it. We owe the Shomenkai anyway.
We underestimated them.
This can't be the end for me.
We meet again. I'm glad to see you all safe thus far. It seems you cleaned up after our unfortunate incident. Those people stole comps with the intention to use them for their own personal gain. It is a blessing that you prevented them from sinning. The Shomonkai thanks you. I can see a strong power at work in your destiny. Your destiny will reach a branching point soon. It seems that you already know where the key to overcoming this night's crisis lies. Simply continue on that path. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Looks like the Shomonkai has its own troubles. Guess anyone who has a comp is tempted. It's pretty amazing that they have that many members and so few have abused its power. Yeah, especially since they were going after people who abused the comps. Then again, the Renegades had comps. It would suck if they were allowed to run wild. Hey, about the comp 10-bit left with me. Yeah, that's the one. I was thinking it's about time we checked out what's in it. All right, let's get cracking.
But won't it lock up if we get the password wrong?
It seems that way. We only get one shot at this, so I want everyone's input. It's a 4-digit code, but what would he use as a password?
I don't know. His birthday? His address? Oh, maybe his phone number or his blood type.
Dude, I wouldn't use stuff that weak for my ATM pin. He'd go with something trickier. Yeah, he wouldn't forget his full name, and it would be hard to find out. In fact, even I only know his last name. His handle? You mean 10-bit? Number, huh? Yeah, maybe so. Let's give it a shot.
10's already a number, but what's bit?
A bit is the smallest unit of data storage. It has 2 states, on, 1, or off, 0.
So 10 bits would mean 20 states total?
Whoa there, Yoo-hoo. It's not simple multiplication. It's actually exponentiation. 10 bits isn't 2 times 10. It's 2 to the 10th power. Well, I know my stuff, huh?
Yeah. Hey, what's 2 to the 10th power?
What? You're right. It's 1024. Don't tell me you worked that out in your head. Are you a secret math whiz? Wait, 1024? That's 4 digits.
Then is that the answer? Wow, good call on the handle thing.
Come on, give me at least some of the credit.
Sure, whatever. Hurry up and try the password.
Jeez, you can be cruel. All right, here goes. 1, 0, 2, 3.
Atsuro, that's not it. You put in 1023. It's supposed to be 1024.
Calm down. In programming, numbers are counted starting from 0. So the largest value 10 bits can contain is 1023. Haha! Bingo!
Oh, huh. Jeez, how is any normal person supposed to know that?
They wouldn't. That's why it's a good password, right? All right, I'm gonna read through this. Give me some time.
Okay, good luck.
What the hell?
What's up, Atsuro? Did you find out something?
Yeah. Do you guys know about the PSE law?
PSE law?
It was passed to make sure electronic devices are safe, but it has a lot of problems. Any electronic device that hasn't passed a special body's inspection can't be sold. A friend of mine got so mad because he couldn't buy an old used TV for cheap anymore. Well, the law wasn't explained very well to businesses or the relevant regulatory agencies. They only announced their policies right before the enforcement began. Some secondhand dealers were even forced into bankruptcy because of it. Yeah, the retailers raised a stink in the media as soon as the policies were announced. It passed in 2001, but they allowed a grace period until 2006 because of the outcry.
Oh, I think I remember that. I'm not much for gadgets, so I didn't know the details.
Figures. That's how the government made people get used to it over time. But 10-Bit and his journalist friend thought something was fishy. And they were right. That law had an undisclosed purpose.
What? But aren't we talking about home appliances like microwaves and fridges?
Yeah, that's the whole trick behind it. Take an ordinary microwave like we have. You have one at your place, right, Yuzu? You ever open it up and look inside?
Huh? Of course not. I mean, it's a microwave.
That's what most people think. It's what let the government get away with this. No one noticed the extra chip installed inside every PSE certified product. Yeah, it says here that's why the journalist disappeared. When 10-Bit took over his work, he eventually figured out what the chip was for. When it gets a certain signal, the chip controls the output of the device's power source.
For what, though?
10-Bit wondered the same thing, and he discovered an astonishing fact. The real, classified intent of the PSE law was the UEM field.
UEM what? What does UEM stand for?
Ultra electromagnetic. It's a super weapon that uses EM waves. Look, every electronic device emits EM waves. Every one, but they're very weak, so ordinarily the waves don't pose any problem. However, a powerful EM wave moves molecules, which creates heat just like a microwave. Ever hear that joke about the cat in the microwave? living things would boil to death.
Ugh, that's an awful example. But is it easy to make EM waves that strong?
Right, it's not impossible. It's like how we learned in physics that two overlapping waves can make a bigger one. The EM waves that ordinary household electronics emit are weak, but Japan is flooded with electronics nowadays. What if all those electronics had a chip that emitted EM waves on command? If someone activated them all at once, what would happen?
Wait a second. You're saying someone, but the government passed this law, right? Why would they do something that dangerous? What would they do with a chip like that? Invasions. So what? If some country invaded Japan, they'd use that UEM field thing against the invading army? Okay, enough. Shouldn't we be thinking more about how to stay alive? Come on, you two, let's go.
Hey, all that stuff, does it really have nothing to do with us? Yeah, I think so too. The lockdown and blackout. I hope they have nothing to do with this UEM field. Here it is, the diet building. Think we'll find the Devil's Fuge here?
Look! Those people are being surrounded by demons!
Wait a sec though, something seems strange.
Demons of Belder, we will never succumb to you.
How odd. They're surrounded by demons, but it doesn't even faze them. Could they be demon tamers too?
We'll never let you have the Devil's Fuge's power. Belder will collapse at our feet.
Devil's Feud? So those must be the people who bought it. The one thing that can hurt the immortal Belder. It's our only hope of defeating him.
Who are you? I'll kill any who covet the Devil's Fuge. You'll be fed to the demons.
Doesn't sound like they're too big on negotiating. We gotta take away their comps and their will to fight, or they'll never listen to us.
You have comps! Servants of Belder! I'll kill you all!
Servants of Belder? Where did you get that idea?
You can't hide behind words! Now die!
You! The day will come when you regret this!
How could you? You'll regret this, I swear it!
not follow Belder? Or is there a dissension within his faction?
Dude, what are you talking about? Why would we follow Belder? All we wanted was the Devil's Fuge. You would have known that if you'd just listened.
Nevertheless, it is the power of the Devil's Fuge you desire.
Jeez, yeah, and so what? The Devil's Fuge is the only way to fight Belder, right? Of course we need it. Isn't that why you have it?
I see. You know nothing. How entertaining.
What do you mean?
Very well then. Take the Devil's Fuge. Do what you can to be triumphant. Defeat Belder.
What should we do? This is kind of creepy. Yeah, we have the Devil's Fuge now and all.
I can't shake this feeling. Just who are these people?
If they were demons, I'd punch them until they told us.
The time will come when you learn the true meaning of this battle.
Is this the Devil's Fuge? It looks like a plain wooden charm.
This is going to let us beat Belder? It's just a cell phone strap. So?
He has a point. We're up against a demon. Even a simple charm may be effective. Common sense doesn't necessarily apply to things like demons.
Well, when you put it that way, we don't know anything about demons at all. Well, we did get the Devil's Fuge. All that's left is to go for broke. Whether it helps us escape our destiny of death, God only knows.
Oh, I really don't want to fight this Belder. I just want to go home.
I know. But for that to happen, we have to survive this. Let's keep our heads up a little longer.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, who were those guys anyway? That was one creepy gang. It seemed like they had us confused for Belder worshippers.
Yeah, the demons seemed to be Belder's minions, but what was with those people? Yeah, it seemed that way.
We need to focus on surviving the battle with Belder now. Let's all do our best.
so strong, you ask? Well, you see, that's the power of love. Of course! As long as you have love, you can stand up even if you get knocked down. As long as your heart is alive, you'll never lose. Hee-haw! Chuck another one up to Magical Dolly, Warrior of Love! Love to demons too!
Was she talking to a demon that wasn't hers?
Wow, either that's her special power, or some demons are just like that.
Aoyama Cemetery. The time's finally come.
Yeah, time for us to face our destiny and fight that monster.
There's no other way for us to survive. We have to do this.
Exactly. We're not gonna lay down and die. We're gonna beat that thing and rewrite our destiny. Gotcha. We'll be counting on you. Hey, you've got the Devil's Fuge ready, right? If we're assuming correctly, that Devil's Fuge is the only way to take him down. It could be any second now. If the Laplace Mail's right, Belder will appear here.
There! That's gotta be him!
We won't lose. We're all ready this time.
Yeah, and we've got the Devil's Fuse with us. We'll show him what humans can do.
This demon holds our remaining days in his hands. Let's go, everyone! We must survive!
This is BS! The demons we just beat came back to life! Damn it! We have to defeat the big guy or this'll never end!
Is it over? Are we still alive?
Oh yeah! What's the death clock say now? Are you serious? We did it! We cheated death once again! Damn, this is so great!
Wait a sec.
What's up, Yoo-hoo?
Why is it 3? It's 4 for everyone else in the lockdown, right? We have 1 day less than everyone.
True. Even after defeating Belder, our death clock is 1 day shorter than most. What could it mean?
Are we gonna have to fight something like Wendigo and Belder again?
Damn it, what's left? I was hoping we could concentrate on getting the lockdown lifted.
Yeah.
Getting depressed won't help. We have 3 more days. Let's be thankful for that. If we can do something about the demons before then, maybe we can avoid that death too.
Yeah, alright. Let's find a way to do something about those demons. Kanagi-cho? You mean that flashy dude?
Oh, yeah. Remember how he told us about Belder and the Devil's Fuge last time we met him? You think he might know some other stuff that could help?
Well, might as well give it a try. Off to Kanagi-cho then.
Oh, how are you still alive? Didn't you fight Belder? What? You defeated Belder? Come now, really? You? Splendid! You're good. You're very good. I didn't imagine a human like you could defeat Belder. This comes as quite a shock. The battle to become King of Bel is getting interesting. Don't tell me you thought everything was over simply because you defeated Belder. You can't be serious. That was only the beginning. You've livened things up, so I'll let you in on a few things. Essentially, demons crowned with the name of Bel are having a war of superiority. Other than Belder, it involves Belial, Jezebel, Beelzebul, and Belberith. They are fighting to be the one who assumes the throne of Bel. Now that you've beaten Belder, you have his power. There's no escape for you anymore. Why, indeed? Isn't that a question your brother knew the answer to? Why don't you just give in and accept your fate? You have no choice but to fight. It won't do you any good to get angry at me, you know. One last thing before I go. In 3 days' time, you'll have to fight the demon Belial. If you want to survive, you'd best strengthen yourselves. Don't let me down.
What the hell? What was that all about? Who the hell is that? All this stuff about demons of Bel and things we have to do?
Calm down, Atsuro. The way he said it was kind of mean, sure, but what he told us will help us survive.
Sorry, I lost my cool. But damn it, you mean it's not over after all? If what he said is true, those other demons of Bel definitely won't let us go. Whatever else we decide to do, it can't hurt to find some countermeasure against them. Yeah, that's right. We have exactly 3 days to live. It's a good bet that Belial will be the cause of that. Damn it! Why are we being dragged into all this? I've had enough.
Hey, it's you. We keep bumping into each other, don't we? Let me guess. You've fallen for me, huh? And now you're following me around. Huh? Wait, really? You're a funny guy, you know that? Seeing you so often, I feel like it's fate at work. Huh. Not a bad pickup line. I don't mind if you come on to me, you know. All this talk, though, ends up being just talk. Doesn't matter if it's a guy or a girl. Everybody gives up on me. I get along fine for a while, but it's only a matter of time until the relationship dies. You're real patient. That suits me. I never knew my parents. They abandoned me when I was little. My relatives passed me around. I landed with my grandma until she died a few years later. It was disgusting the way the rest of them kept squabbling over inheritances and crap. I had to try to read people's expressions and smile like I was on their side. Before I knew it, I forgot how to show my real self. It got pretty bad. These days I act like I'm all that when I'm up there singing in front of a crowd, but do they really want to hear my songs? Is my voice reaching them? I'm always so unsure. What am I saying? We barely know each other. That's nice of you. But music is supposed to give people hopes and dreams, yeah? When I sing, I feel like I only make the audience miserable. You know, there's something different about you. A familiar, dangerous smell. Have you, by any chance, given up on life too? Ever think to yourself, I don't care when I die? What am I saying? This is so silly of me. Sorry, just forget what I said. If we meet again, I hope we can talk some more. I'm actually looking forward to it. See you later.
You guys seem so down. Come on, cheer up. We beat Belder after all.
Honestly, I don't feel like it. We found out there's no way out of the lockdown, too.
Oh, you mean what that Izuna lady said at Akasaka Tunnel, huh? But didn't they say they're looking into the reasons why demons appeared? Once the problem's solved, they'll lift the lockdown, right? Why not?
It would be best if all the demons could be wiped out. But to be honest, I don't think the government can do anything about that.
Then what do we do? Whatever we can, huh? There was also that thing about the war for the throne of Bel, wasn't there?
Well, before that, we have to deal with Belial in 3 days.
3 days. The time we have left. If we don't do something about it, we're... So we're leaving the lockdown to the government?
No, he's just saying it's more important to get prepared for the battle in 3 days. We have some time. If we find a way to get the lockdown lifted, we'll give it a try.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, that reminds me. Don't forget about Midori tomorrow. If her death clock is accurate, Midori will be...
Yeah, we know. We won't let anyone die. We're all gonna get out of here alive.
That's right. All of us, and Midori too. If worst comes to worst, that might be the only way. Jeez, I'm exhausted. Let's get some sleep, guys. Our heads will be a little clearer tomorrow, right?
Yeah, that's right. I'm bushed too. Let's all rest up for tomorrow.
Morning, everyone. Welcome to the 4th day of the lockdown. Yesterday's battle against Belder seems like a dream.
Ow, all this sleeping on the ground is making my back hurt.
Yeah, right. That didn't stop you from going out like a light last night. Good morning. Let's go over what we're going to be doing today.
Hey guys, there's something I've been thinking about. Would you hear me out?
Huh? What is it?
Well, this lockdown is going on because the demons are a threat to people, right?
Uh-huh.
We want to lift the lockdown, but to do that, we'd have to rid Tokyo of all the demons. We have no clue how to accomplish that, though.
Well, yeah. Honestly, I don't have a clue where to start.
Is there really no way to stop the lockdown other than getting rid of the demons?
What are you getting at?
Right now, we have complete control over the demons we summon through our comps. If we extend that control to all the demons, would there be any point in the lockdown? Right, that's the problem. All I can think of is to look at the summoning program's server and reverse engineer it. If I can find out how the server controls the demons, I just have to copy that. Then, maybe I can use the server itself to gain direct control of all the demons. That's the problem. I don't know where it is. So now, we need to find out the physical location of the system's server. Yeah, it is their server after all. Naoya is the one who created the system. I think it'll be faster if we ask the Shomonkai where it is, since Naoya's missing. In any case, let's try to get in touch with the Shomonkai and find that server.
Right. I understand. I'll help you out, too.
Looks like today's Laplace mail has come in. Well, let's check it out.
What's a Laplace mail?
Huh? What are you talking about, Keisuke? You know, it's that email that comes to the comps every morning predicting the future.
What? No, I've never gotten an email like that on my comp.
Really? Could it be that we're the only ones getting the Laplace mail? Anyway, you can read mine, Keisuke. Here.
These events are going to happen? Then Midori really is going to...
No, this email is only a prediction of what could happen in the future. Well, it does have a high probability of coming true, though. But if we try really hard, we can change the future from what this says will happen. Keisuke?
This is going to come true, isn't it?
Well, it's not absolutely set in stone.
Even if it isn't, the reasons behind these events are still true, aren't they? I can't believe that she's going to be killed by humans, not demons. That's how Midori's going to die. She won't lose her life fighting demons, but she'll be killed by other people. That's not the point. Think for a second. No matter what she did, she's been protecting people from the demons all this time. So why would they... Why does she have to be killed by the very people she's trying so hard to protect?
That's why we need to rescue her.
That's not enough! Even if we save her life, it doesn't solve the problem here!
You say the problem, but I mean, it's only natural that demons will scare people.
No, I don't think it's that simple. People are stressed by this situation, and they're looking for someone to blame for it. They won't do anything themselves, but they'll place all the blame on others. They're just looking for a scapegoat, and they're going to kill Midori for it. Not just Midori, other demon tamers who are helping people will be hunted down too. If we let those bastards continue, nothing good will come of it. I can't let it go. What else can we do? We have to take down the bastards who feel that way.
Wait, what bastards? You're talking about normal people. You can't go around killing.
Can you forgive them then? Those people repay kindness with violence.
But still, it's senseless to turn the powers of our demons against normal people. What in the world are you thinking, Keisuke? I'm not going to help you do this.
You're right. Everyone has their own opinions. I can't force you to help me. I have my own way of doing things. I'll do something about those bastards myself. You guys be careful. Thanks for everything up to now.
Hey, Keisuke! What's gotten into him?
He must be really shocked that Midori will be killed by people, not demons. I can sympathize with him, but what's he gonna do? If that's the case, then we really can't leave him alone now.
We need to look for Midori too. Keisuke's trying to rescue her. If all goes well, we might be able to find them together.
We have to. Are you going to just let Midori get killed?
That's right. We're going to save her from whoever would hurt her.
We should be careful who we use our comps around, too. It doesn't help Midori if we get killed by a mob before we can save her.
Yeah, Yuhu's got a point. We should be careful when we use our comps.
And, on a different note, I'm worried about the singer who's going to commit suicide. You think so too? Yesterday you said Haru had one day left to live.
She did seem to be taking her life lightly, so it could be possible.
Yeah, if it's Haru, then I want to help her. At 1700. We're concerned about Midori and Keisuke, but don't forget. Hey, should I let you know when it's 1700? Okay, I'll be sure to keep that in mind and let you know.
Right. On top of all this, if we don't do something in 3 days, everyone here will die. It's bad enough being dragged into this thing with the throne of Bel.
In any case, we need to get moving. First, we gotta save Midori.
Thanks for watching.